Hi everybody, we're on week 8 of our YouTube yoga classes, and as usual we're going to start off our practice with some pranayama practice. So bring yourselves into a comfortable seated position on your mat. You can be kneeling, you can be cross-legged, you can use blocks or cushions, sit up against the wall if that feels better for you. Important thing is to have your hips above your shoulders above your hips in a comfortable seated position. You want your upper chest gently lifted, so your collarbones gently lifting up, so the front of the body is long and relaxed. And then close your eyes for a few moments. Give yourself some time bringing yourself into your yoga practice. So take a couple of deeper, longer breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you breathe out, feel that wave of calm relaxation wash over your body. So allow that out breath to take away any thoughts of what's happened in the day, the week, any thoughts of what's going to happen in the future. Each time you breathe out, just letting go, bringing yourself back into your practice. Keeping your eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. Being aware of the in-breath and the out-breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Become aware of the sensations of your breath. So any feelings that the breath brings. Notice the movements in your body that your breath creates. Feeling the breath at the tip of the nose. Anything that you find easy to focus on related to your breath. So it might be the feel of the breath, you might hear the sound of the breath. And notice that as you sit quietly, the breath also begins to quieten, begins to settle. Simply observing your natural breath. Now we're going to begin to direct the breath a little. So think of a place just behind your belly button, behind your navel, and breathing in. Imagine that you could take your breath to that place. So breathing in a little deeper, taking your breath down to the bottom of the lungs. And now as you breathe in, filling the lungs from the bottom and then the middle and then the top. And emptying the lungs from the bottom and then the middle and then the top. A full deep breath. Good. And the next time you breathe out, I'd like you to place your hand, just the palm of your hand, on your collarbone. So perhaps make an L shape with your thumb and your index finger, and place your thumb on one collarbone and your index finger on the other. So your hand is resting on your upper chest. And then feel that you can breathe into that place beneath your hand. Having your eyes closed really helps. And as you breathe in, you may notice a gentle lifting of the hand as you breathe in, and then it falls back gently as you breathe out. Good. So know that it's fine to replace the hand on your upper chest at any time you need to, if that helps you to keep the focus in that area. So knowing that as we breathe into the upper chest, we refer to this as Adyham Pranayama. Breathing into the upper chest, and know that the upper chest isn't just at the front where we have the hands, but there's a cross section all the way through your body. So the lungs go all the way around to the back of your body as well. So we sometimes forget to breathe into the back of the body. So as you breathe into the upper chest, thinking about expanding the lungs in all directions in the upper chest region. Good, and then still with your eyes closed, we're going to start to circle the awareness around the upper chest. As we breathe in, thinking front of the upper chest, sides of the upper chest, back of the upper chest. And as you breathe out, back, sides, front. So the breath moving around the upper chest, front, sides, back as you breathe in, and back, sides, front as you breathe out. And continuing to breathe in that way. Upper chest, Adyham Pranayama. Front, sides, back as you breathe in, back, sides, front as you breathe out. If you're comfortable with the flow of the breath, perhaps replace the words front, sides, back with a count. And you can count in for 6 and out for 6. So breathing 2 in the front, 2 in the sides and 2 in the back. And then as you breathe out, 2 in the back, 2 in the sides and 2 in the front. The in-breath and the out-breath are at equal length, breathing in for 6 and breathing out for 6. The awareness still rotating around the upper chest. And the next time you breathe out, release the count, release the focus on the upper chest, and allow the breath to flow wherever it would naturally flow, but keeping your eyes closed for a few moments longer. Just noticing any changes in the breath since we started the practice. Perhaps the breath feels a little calmer. Your mind may feel a little calmer. And then whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes and take a stretch out in any way that feels good for you. We're going to use a belt for our stretches in a moment, so please, if you don't have your belt handy, then pause the video and go and find yourself a belt. And then when you're ready, lying on your backs, coming into a supine position, have your belt handy. Starting with both knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. And without using the hands or the belt to start with, we're going to work on the breath. So breathing in, draw the right knee into the chest. Breathing out, extend the heel up towards the ceiling. Breathing in, draw the knee back to the chest. Breathing out, place the foot on the floor. Left leg, breathing in, bring the left knee into the chest. Breathing out, push the heel up to the ceiling. Breathing in, knee to chest. Breathing out, sole of the foot to the floor. Go right again, breathing in and breathing out and breathing in. And if you're okay with this, on the out breath, you can extend the leg all the way along the mat. And then go to the left on your own breath now. It's fine to keep the knees bent and soles of the feet on the floor if that feels better for you. Making the most out of this opening sequence by drawing the knee as high up to the chest as you can, keeping the knee high up as you straighten the leg, flex the toes back towards you. So let's do one more round on the right first. Good, and the next time your right knee comes in, extend the leg away and then hold it up without the hands, just extending that heel away, drawing the toes back towards you, feeling this stretch up the back of the leg. And then we're going to do 10 pulses, so keeping the leg nice and straight, we're thinking about pulsing the feet a little bit close to the face. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then release that leg back to the floor. Let's go to the left, breathing in, draw the knee in, breathing out, extend the back of the leg so it's straight, push the heel up towards the ceiling, flex the toes back towards your face. Keeping that leg nice and straight and holding here. And then let's do our 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then release that leg down to the floor. Take hold of your belts. Bend the right knee into the chest. Wrap the belt around the ball of the foot. If you can hold the toe, then go ahead and hold the toe. Just grip the big toe. If you're using the belt, straighten the leg out. So you're holding both ends of the belt at the moment. And you want your arms to be straight. So feed your hands up towards your foot until your arms are straight. Good. Find a place where you can feel a good stretch up the back of your leg. Keep pushing the heel away, keep the leg as nicely open as you can, and then gently draw the toe back towards your face. If this means that your arms bend and you're holding the belt, then simply move the hands up towards your foot a little bit more. Good. Using ujjayi breathing, so a gentle softening of the breath as you breathe out. Taking your left arm out to the side, looking towards your left hand, feeling that your left hip is heavy on the floor. We're slowly going to take the right leg out to the side. Pausing when you feel the left hip beginning to become light. And we'll just allow the leg and the muscles in the inner thigh to begin to soften here. If you're using the belt, then you need to transfer both ends of the belt into one hand to do this, into your right hand. And then breathing in, drawing the leg back into the centre, bending the knee, releasing the belt, and allowing that leg to come down to the floor. Bend your left knee in. Hook the belt around the ball of the foot or holding onto the big toe and extend the left leg up to the ceiling. So once again, if you're holding onto the belt, just walk the hands up your belt until your arms are straight and you're hanging off of the foot with your hands. Breathing in, feel that straightness up the leg as you push the heel up towards the ceiling, flex the toes back towards your face, and a nice soft out breath, and perhaps you can increase the stretch in the back of your leg a little. The right leg is still active along the mat, so the toes of the right leg are pointing up towards the ceiling, toes of the left back towards your face. If you're using a belt, transfer both ends of the belt into your left hand now. Take your right hand out to the side, look towards your right hand. Very slowly beginning to take that left leg out to the side, pausing when you feel this right hip becoming light. And breathing here, opening slowly. Taking a mental note while you're lying here of your body's position. So your hips are both flat on the floor and your leg is out to the side. Notice the angle that your leg makes with your hips. So for most of us, the leg won't be flat on the floor, especially if we kept this hip down. And then breathing in, draw the leg back to the centre, release the belt, bend the leg, and bring both soles of the feet onto the floor. Roll over onto your sides and coming up into cat position. So coming onto all fours, your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We want a gentle drawing in with the abdomen all the time. And we're going to work through some cat breath. So on the in-breath, lift your tailbone to the sky, shrug your shoulders back and down, and allow the head to lift. And as you breathe in, out, tuck the tailbone under, push your back up to the ceiling, and the head comes down between the arms. Breathing in from the tailbone, then the shoulders, and then the head lifts. Breathing out, rounding the back, pushing through the hands and allowing the head to come down. Breathing in, feeling that movement in the spine, becoming a little bit more fluid each time we breathe. Feeling the breath flow up the spine. One more round, breathing in, cat head up, shrug the shoulders down your spine, and breathing out, separate the shoulder blades, push through the hands, and the head can hang down. Good. So the next time you breathe in, come to a neutral cat. So we're not slumped in the shoulders, nor are we too arched. We're supporting our weight nicely through our hands, through our shoulders, drawing the belly in towards your spine. Imagine that you had a patch of Velcro, one on the outside of your shoulder, one on the outside of this hip. And we're going to see if we can't get those two bits of Velcro to meet. Keep the belly drawn in and stretching over to your left. And then breathe in, come back to the centre, breathe out. Do the same on the other side. So the right shoulder to the right hip. Breathing in, come back to centre. Breathing out, left shoulder to left hip. Breathing in, back to centre. And breathing out, right shoulder to right hip. So do another 3 rounds on both sides. Breathing in to come forwards and breathing out to take that side stretch. You could look back towards your hip if that helps, but know that the majority of the movement is happening in the spine and the sides of the body.
And then when you're done on both sides, come back to a neutral cat. We're going to thread the needle, so lift your right hand and thread it underneath the left side of your body, so the back of the hand and the arm come all the way to the floor. Your right shoulder comes to the floor and the right side of your face can rest on the floor. Good. You want to feel equal weight through both knees so that the hips are staying level. A nice gentle twist through the spine. Left hand stays on the floor for now. And then to come out, gently pushing on that left hand to draw you back up and go to the other side. So left hand threads through the underside of the right body and we bring the left arm onto the floor. Both knees equally weighted down so that the hips stay level and the twist is in the spine. Pushing through the right hand to draw yourselves back up into cat. Tucking the toes under, swinging the hips back towards the heels. Push through the hands so that the knees lift off of the floor. And if you keep pushing and lifting with the hips, you come into downward facing dog. Look towards your hands. Step towards your hands. Bring your hands to your hips. Breathing in and bringing yourselves into Tadasana.